Do you have problems that don't seem to go away and they begin to feel like they're part of your household? I mean, like permanent part of your households? I know that most of us who feel that way sometimes, we say, month in, month out, day in, day out, this problem just won't go away. And you begin to ask yourself, what can I do? Why is it that this problem has stuck around with me for as long as I can remember? There's a reason. So here's what I'm talking about. Problems that have stayed with you for so long. Like you have gotten so used to the problem that it has become a part of your life. What can you do to begin to address that problem? And this is where some of us make mistakes. To address a problem that has been with you for as long as you can remember, especially in your adult life, will require you to have a plan for a lifelong solution to that problem. Problems that have hung around for a long time and don't seem to be going away are there because you haven't really sat down to think about the root cause of that problem. You are always looking at that problem on the surface level. But the problems that have hung around for a long time require you to sit down and find a solution, a lifelong solution to that problem. And by lifelong solution, what I'm talking about is a solution that will live with you through the rest of your life, that will help you solve that problem and find the happiness you're looking for, and that problem will go away. But for that problem to go away, you must find the time to plan for a lifelong solution. And to find a plan for a lifelong solution is not a one-day thing. It's going to require a lot of effort from you, a lot of time from you, a lot of your mental resources, a lot of sacrifice will have to be made, because problem will not go away. No. If that problem has hung around like it's a family member, then it needs solution to get rid of it. And that solution is not something that you can just say, okay, let me do this and let me do that. No. It requires you to dig into that problem, analyze that problem and say, I am going to get to the bottom of this problem. Until you can have that mindset toward this problem, guess what? That problem will stay with you lifelong until the end of your days. And I'm sure you don't want that. So lifelong problems that have stuck with you for as long as you can remember and they don't seem to go away will require lifelong solutions. Will require lifelong solutions. And lifelong solutions require thinking, planning, analyzing, and agreeing to commit to that solution. Because if you cannot commit to a solution, the problem is going to come back. But you know what? There is actually something that you can begin to do. And I used to feel the same way too, I'm not perfect in everything I do, but I can tell you, I used to feel the same way. But one day I sat down and I will tell you what, until you get to the bottom of the problem, you will not be able to solve that problem or find a suitable solution that will make that problem disappear. We have to really go deep. We have to understand why this problem continues to exist. And that is where most of us drop the ball, because we're not patient. We just think that these problems that just hang around are just things we can just, head away and say, get away from here. No. Some problems will stay with you for the rest of your life until you make up your mind to really focus and concentrate on how to solve that problem. Especially if that problem is affecting the quality of your life. You want to live a life that you really love. You dream about it. You think about it. It's like something you want to manifest in your life. But it's not happening because there is this problem. There is this problem, or there are problems. To get rid of those problems, you have to open your mind. And there are 3 steps, which I call my 3 C's, which I will discuss in another video for the sake of time, that I will begin to discuss to tell you how I used those 3 C's to begin to make changes in my life. And I'm sure those 3 C's can bring about the change that you're looking for. The only thing is, you have to commit to a process. It's not easy. It's not, there are times when I just want to say, okay, but it's working for me. It worked for me. I had to sit down and drill deep into my own life and ask myself very deep questions. And I was able to come up with those 3 C's that include a lot of things in our lives that we can begin to look at, that we can begin to isolate, incorporate, so that we can begin to live the life that we dream of. Because if you have problems, believe me, happiness will be challenged. The quality of your life, you want to do things, you can do them. Because that little problem, or that problem that has been with you for a long time, lingers around. It's a constant reminder of that little thing that you don't want to call failure. But when you look around you, when you think about how far you've come, you begin to tell yourself, I don't think I've done well. I think I have this problem that just doesn't want to go away. But keep listening and keep watching, because in future videos, I will share with you these 3 C's that I have done consistently to help me begin to look at problems and deal with them as they need to be dealt with. So I'll be talking to you soon with the first C, and we'll get into it to begin to solve those problems.